Hello, my name is Jen Moyer, and I am a group leader here for the social anxiety program at Creative Healing. And I'm just so glad you're here and being willing to be part of group and social anxiety orientation. Um, I know what social anxiety is like, and the other group leaders here have personal experiences with social anxiety as well. So we know how difficult social anxiety can be, and we know how brave you are to be willing to tackle it and to join this program. I'm also really confident that you can build your social confidence throughout this whole process and build a social life that you enjoy. And orientation is going to help you to build your own personal roadmap to that life so that as you participate in group, you also will have your own personalized roadmap to reach your social goals. So I would ask that you have your orientation workbook packet printed out or on up on your computer, because after each video, you'll be given a chance to reflect on that and to fill out the pages that are personalized to you so that you can feel good about that going into group. This video will actually just give kind of a background of group and we want you to get out of it and what you can get out of it. And will also help you to learn about the cycle of social anxiety, which is something that actually happens that most people aren't aware of that keeps social anxiety stuck. And once you know how social anxiety is getting stuck, then you'll be building a roadmap of how to get out of it and get unstuck and break that cycle. Treatment in social anxiety group is not just about getting rid of anxiety. It's actually about teaching your brain that you can live the life you want, even when you feel anxious and uncomfortable. And you might feel a little anxiety and discomfort during group at times as you just get to know people and it's new. And that is actually a great sign that you're on the right path. It will also give you a space to be a socially imperfectionist. And what that means is that um, you get a chance to take down kind of your social armor that social anxiety wants you to have up and be imperfect and be awkward and make mistakes. And oftentimes, what people will learn is that others will react more kindly than social anxiety thinks that they will. And the times that they don't, you'll be really successful in using skills to cope. The other thing we want you to get out of group is to build up your values in your life so that they become way bigger than anxiety. And so that even if anxiety is still there to some extent, that it's small and it's in the background and it's quiet, and your life is one that you want to live. So, in order to set the groundwork for this, I just want to show you the cycle of social anxiety, which is something that happens for everyone, and it's the way that social anxiety stays trapped. So we can start here on the left with number one, which is everyone has upsetting beliefs about themselves that they hold. They might not be aware of, or you might be aware of some of these. Some of these beliefs might be, I can't handle the social situation, or I'm going to be judged negatively, or nobody's going to like me. I'm going to embarrass myself. I'm going to look like an idiot or annoying or be so awkward, and people are going to judge me. And these social beliefs might have come about because you had a negative social experience or multiple ones in the past, or it might just be a product of the environment that you grew up in, that you kind of got these social beliefs. And so what happens when we move to number two is when a triggering social situation happens, right away anxiety will increase, and that's where you get all those physical symptoms that make up anxiety, like the pounding heart and a knot in your stomach or sweating or blushing. And then what happens is social anxiety will give people the two choices, two urges. And one of the choices is to avoid the situation completely. So that's when you just want to get out of there, or you don't want to go to a certain thing or do a certain social situation. And another urge that social anxiety will give people is to do safety behaviors. We'll talk more about that in the next video, but safety behaviors are basically like wearing social armor to keep yourself safe and protected. And in the moment, we'll move to number five. Those things can feel really good or relieving, or it can help us to, like, for a little while, think that we are kind of protecting and shielding ourselves, and feeling maybe even a little bit more relaxed. But the trap is that long term, we can move to number six over here. Your brain never gets a chance to experience new social situations to learn different beliefs. including that you can handle more than you think you can handle, and that you actually can be accepted socially with the right group of people, even when you make mistakes. And sometimes even social safety behaviors will bring about its own negative consequences, like not going to an event and then feeling like nobody likes you and nobody's reaching out to you. So oftentimes the safety behaviors and avoidances themselves can kind of bring about our biggest fear. So what we're going to do in social anxiety group and with your own personal plan is really try to target these things in yellow, target the beliefs and target the things that anxiety wants you to do, and kind of rebel against anxiety a bit, and to cut off that cycle and actually approach some social situations, um, and get a chance to learn different beliefs about yourself. I wanted to tell you one more thing before this video ends, and that is how social anxiety in your brain works. Because I think knowing this can just help you to understand how your roadmap is going to make a difference in your life. So, everyone has a small walnut shaped part of their brain called the amygdala, and the amygdala works like a light switch. So, if you think a social situation could turn out badly, and it even has in the past, it'll turn right on and give you anxiety. And so it's always watching our thoughts. So even if we have a scary thought like nobody's going to like me at this party, your amygdala just automatically assumes that that's true and it'll give you anxiety. And so if you think something is safe or will turn out well, it'll stay turned off and you won't feel anxiety. So we want to turn off that switch, and that's a goal of group. And the best way and the most effective way to turn off the switch is to actually experience new things, experience new social situations, and try new things. And over time, that will help the switch to turn off. It'll help your beliefs to change, and it'll really set you on this solid path to social confidence. So, if you could take a minute to just go back to page 2 of your workbook and write down any reflections you have about how your own social anxiety cycle might play out. And then from there, you can watch the second video.